scores. Impressed.
Hey guys, how's it going and what's up? Welcome back to the Free Skate. This is going to be
our Christmas special.
Yeah, our Christmas special. This is just our living room, but we made it look nice. Very homey, our nice tree, and my nice boyfriend, and our nice coffee, and there's Santa, and a peppermint candy.
We have a fire going on in the background, fireplace.
We even have a snow globe. Look at the snow globe. I love the snow globe.
Okay, baby, you forgot one thing, though. I have OCD. What? Can you not touch anything? Hold on, now I gotta position it properly.
So we decided we are going to start, I guess, instead of just recapping events, we want to be a little bit different instead of just the plain old recap and going through everything and being.
Well, so here's the thing. It's just that there's already so many out there, and I want to, change the landscape for ourselves and defer from others. And when you guys come to watch us, it's going to be a little more fun, as we fly off the wall, fly off the handle, and we also want to incorporate some different things. So you will see certain things. You'll see headlines that are different, and just expect that in the new year. So you guys, we're ready to do the Grand Prix final here. We're going to do some bits and pieces of the juniors, some of the seniors, and to start with the men, let's talk about our Canadian that's up and coming, you guys. Did he win it?
Steven Gogolev won the Grand Prix final, and
this is the guy that last year when he went to Canada, Skate Canada, right?
Yeah. Well, we live in Canada, so we can't go to Canada.
Yeah, no, but we went to Regina. We don't live there.
That's.
Anyways, we were talking to Nick Nadeau's coach.
Well, and Nick, but
and Nick. But he was telling us, watch this kid upcoming, blah blah. He does quads. He does okay kind of thing. And sure enough,
he was, I think, 11 at that time when he was telling us.
Well, sure enough, we got to see him this year. What he did there in the juniors, and it was. I was like, how old is he? And I thought, if he's 16, I'm like, I'm worried because I didn't love his skating exactly yet. And then Ryan's like, he's 13. I'm like, okay, he's fucking super good.
Yeah, he's so good.
He's got so much potential to grow, you guys. I don't know if you've seen him, but Ryan, tell them I'm going to see him.
So, I haven't paid that much attention to juniors, really. I honestly don't really pay attention to juniors. I only watched the Grand Prix final because it was the Grand Prix final for juniors.
In Canada and in Vancouver.
Well, and it was
so
in
we
Canada,
got extended coverage here in Canada.
Yeah, we did. And it was a lot easier to watch live at the time frames too, because it was when I'm up instead of 3 a.m. So that's why I paid attention to it more this year. But so Steven has a huge repertoire of quads. He I think he has got quad Lutz, quad Salchow, quad toe loop. I'm not entirely sure if he's got quad flip and quad loop, but he definitely has 3 for sure. Some of you guys may actually know that pay attention to juniors a little bit more than me. But what I found amazing with this competition was this year, he didn't actually even qualify for the Grand Prix final. He was an alternate, like Keegan Messing was.
And won.
So he came in and he won the whole event.
Here's the thing, though. His jumping is freaking crisp. He does his triple axels beautiful. He does his quads beautiful. He's got a great jumping technique, and that's one good thing for as a Canadian. I don't know how many Canadians out there are watching us right now, but we don't have a lot of great men, and this is finally something that's up and coming. That we're like, oh yay! Thank God, someone's gonna come and hopefully save our day because. Let's be real. I mean, Reynolds is not going to do the job for us. Nam, unfortunately, isn't going to give us the top tier that we need. He's improved immensely, but it's still not enough.
Okay, so he did get 2 under rotation. Well, his first one was obviously under rotated because he fell, so that didn't really, whatever. But he did get 1 other under rotation. So he did a quad Lutz, a quad toe loop, a quad Salchow. So he did 3 quads. I mean, the kid is
13,
and he got 82 for technical.
Okay, there you go.
In his a free skate, and his component scores. I mean, he's junior, so he still needs to improve.
But he's 13 at the same time, so I'm not even worried about that at all, actually.
He's getting between 6.75 and 7.75.
That's perfect.
8.0.
He's on the road to the right recovery then.
I mean, by the time...
He's 13 years old. He's on the right road 100%.
For sure.
So, you guys, that is somebody to look out for. I don't know if you've seen him, but honestly, go YouTube him if you haven't. He is just something you're going to be impressed by and excited for in the future. Now, the girls, I wanted to touch on some of these Russians. I don't know how to say their names.
Well, I'll pull them up. So you want the junior ladies? The junior ladies gold medal winner for the Junior Grand Prix final was Elena Kosternaya.
She's my favorite, you guys. This is the first time I've ever watched her, I'm not going to lie. And I watched her short program, and I was like, she's so fast and quick in everything she does. I was like, wow, she legit looks like a senior at the junior ranks right now.
Yeah.
She could probably challenge anybody in the top 5 right now in the seniors. She's freaking good.
Well, with
what did she
junior, she got 76.32.
Told you.
PCS scores are not terrible either. They're 32. She got 32.89, and Alexandra Trusova, who has the quads, she is just under that at 31.55. So there is a little bit better, of just over a point difference between Kosternaya and Trusova's PCS.
So now we get into the free program, you guys. And this girl, am I saying it right? Tusurov? How do you say it? Trusova. She's never lost, you guys. In 2 years in the juniors, she's never lost. Well, what happened this year? What happened here? Who won? First time.
Kosternaya won.
And I'm happy with that because honestly, when I watched both of them, I'm telling you from my heart, the winner deserved to win. And I can't say her name. I don't want to ruin her name.
So this is, you know what? I've heard a lot about a little bit of battle back and forth between these two leagues. I really haven't watched them too much. Like I said, I'm not too much into juniors. But in this one, I think the quality won over the quantity is what I think Jackie Wong said on his Twitter account. And that's true to this event because Trusova has all these amazing technical elements and quads, and she did beat Kosternaya in the TCS scores.
Oh, did she? What was it?
The TES scores. She got 79.41 for TES.
And what did the
Kosternaya got 74.37. So there was quite a bit different in that technique. Another big difference, though, you're going to see is the PCS scores. Kosternaya really swept that one.
And she deserves that. She's so much better.
What Trusova gained in technique leverage for the long program, or the free skate, is Kosternaya got right back in her PCS. So
nice.
She had, it was 74, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so 5-point difference, just under 5 points in
and
the
she had a 2-point lead.
TCS. TES, and 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, so the 5 points she lost, she gained right back in the PCS. 62.36 versus 67.29.
So we're going to jump now to the seniors. We'll talk about, I guess, the men. I mean, honestly, you guys, I'm going to be honest about this whole event for the seniors. I was uninspired. I didn't have that much fun watching it. Just because some guys were out.
This was a very interesting Grand Prix final. It wasn't who you thought it would be. If you were to make your list at the beginning of the year of who's going to be in this year's Grand Prix final, I sure wouldn't have picked probably 3 out of these 6 guys.
Well, my Hanu I wish was there, but he's not.
So obviously, Uzira was out, so that was a huge letdown.
And it's a big blow to the event. I mean,
oh, for sure.
How many people want to see him?
Absolutely. And it was a little bit of a blow to the event that Yuzuru Hani wasn't there. Japan, as being a Western Canadian coast city, is right across the ocean from Japan. So naturally, for immigration and whatever, there are tons of Japanese people that now live in Vancouver and live and breathe Hanyu. And they definitely came out to this event in full force. And I'm sure they were hoping to see Hanu. We did get to see Shoma.
But we all know Hanu is the king in Japan.
Yeah, it's probably closer to fly from Japan to Vancouver than Vancouver to Halifax. I actually don't know if that's true, but it's probably very
Right
true.
now, I want you guys to be honest. Right now, you're Googling, where the hell is Halifax?
They're Googling Vancouver to Halifax.
Did you
How do
say
spell
Halifax? What even is that? Is that an orange? Like a type of an orange?
I love Halifax oranges.
Is that like a food platter? Or is it like some type of new drink?
Every single man got an under rotation call on one of their quads.
Surprise, surprise.
And I guess I don't know why I found that interesting because the men have been doing this.
Because you're like a lot of people I read out there. Everyone's like, oh, I hate the quad. But to me, I just because I'm all about the big show, right? And hey, I think them not hitting all these quads, blah, blah, that just opens the door for other people to get in there who don't have as many quads or don't have as many those big jumps. If you're a great skater, you still you can skate now and be in the top 5 in figure skating. It's not all about technical.
That's why my
and that's what's awesome. So it's like, listen, so it's kind of like you're a competitor and you got to think to yourself, okay, so if I do these 4 quads, okay, yeah, I can do all 4 or I can do 3 quads. But am I good at them? Am I consistent? So should I drop 2 out? Should I just do 2? Blah, blah. You now as a competitor got to think, what should I add in and what should I not add in? And the people that take the risk doing all those 3 to 4 quads, you don't land those. Guess what? The other guy that's just doing, the jumps and collecting the points, getting the GOEs and blah, 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 and the great skating, he'll now surpass him. So it opens the door. I like
that
it.
happened how many times this season?
And I love,
so
that's
much
what I'm
this season
saying, and that's why I
happened.
love the new scoring system. Like, my dog decided again to, it's like he needs to be
Did
part
you
of the
see
show.
that? He just came up and put his paw on. He's like, no.
So Keegan Messing was here. I knew he wasn't going to do much. He was in this event. He got 5th overall, 6th in the short, I guess 5th in the long.
Yeah, he was 5th.
Okay, so he got 5th overall. It's just, like I was saying, he wouldn't have been here last year. And
He had a
this,
pretty
the
messy
good new
skate.
scoring system has helped guys like him to be in this. And he's a great skater.
He
really
does have his
fast,
quads now, though. He tried the quad
but he's
last.
so iffy on them, Ryan.
So is every other guy.
But look where his iffy is, and look where the rest of the iffy are. They're at the top. He was 5th and 6th. You couldn't get worse. There's only 6 skaters.
Yeah, I know.
So, for me personally, I'm not a huge fan of Keegan outside of watching him do his tremendous spins and his, I think he's super fast. But, I don't know. I'm not, he's entertaining, but he doesn't have the it factor for me. I don't get engaged.
He's a showman.
I don't get engaged from him. He
Really?
doesn't lure me in to be a fan.
Really?
Yeah, it does nothing for me. I treat it like anyone else that I just watch.
See, and most people would probably disagree with you. I think most people do think that's why people love him so much, because they pull.
But really? Because it's such a Canadian thing, and that's such a broadcasting thing that Canadians say, you guys?
No,
like
but
Tracy
that's very
Wilson
true.
and the other ones that we have to listen to this year.
Where he goes to compete, he gets a really good reaction from the crowd. Much bigger
What do
than
you
most
call
other
a what do
skaters.
you call a great reaction? All the Canadian flags, they do it for every person. What do you call golf claps? They do that for everybody.
No.
Thank you.
You're not welcome.
We all know I'm right. He's another skater to me. He really brings nothing. Like I said, I love his spins.
His quirky character brings.
But he does that
the-
every year. That's why I'm saying you don't change your character. How am I supposed to love and fall in and be, oh, wow, look at that side of him. Wow, look at that. It's the same thing. I've been there, done it. That's
But I
what
also
got.
said I think he stayed the course at the beginning of this year with those programs because he wanted to work on other things.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And
I'm just saying that's what disconnects me.
I would assume next year he is probably going to choose different music. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I would assume he's going
And
to.
he hasn't done it yet.
I would be very surprised if he didn't.
Next.
Um,
Who got sixth? Who got last?
so
in this?
Sergei Voronov got
Oh, yeah.
last. He was not good.
That's about right.
Um,
I told you I haven't even. I have to somehow say this with respect so I don't come across as rude and stuff. But he's another one that I just don't get behind. It just doesn't do anything for me.
I'll agree with you on that one. Sergei Voronov doesn't do much for me either.
I find him boring as what do you call that? A component type of.
Yeah.
a component type of score, he doesn't
Well,
have it for me. Like, there's nothing to his
He
program.
doesn't get huge component
Yeah,
scores,
like,
but he
it's-
can land those quads sometimes when everyone else can.
But that's cute. So next, fourth.
So Michael Brazina got fourth. He was
You
third.
like him, do you not?
I do like him. I think he has skated better this year than he has skated in God knows how long. Like probably since the first or second year.
That's
he
actually
competed.
true. I will give that. Like, you guys, he made the friggin' thing by himself. It wasn't because somebody was out.
No,
made
he
it, so.
medaled both times in his,
Yeah,
in
he
his
did.
event.
He has
got
skated
2 silver
really
medals
good.
this year. First time he's ever done that, and he definitely deserved to be there. He finished fourth. He was about 8 points off a medal because Juwon Shaw of Korea did get the bronze, and that kid is so good. He is honestly
He trains with Hanu, you guys.
There's ridiculous comparisons between him and Hanyu already. You can point certain things out. When what? He's so young. Wait 3 or 4, 5 years.
He still doesn't have the skating like Hanu, and it's not
there's
even.
comparisons. I didn't say he was as good as him.
When you even mention the word Hanu with another skater, I will frickin' put it there.
Just think how far Cha has come in the last year since he was virtually.
What was his score?
Nobody knew him coming into the Olympics, and he had his home Olympics, and he skated lights out at home, became a national hero overnight. Now he's in the limelight. He's got so much expectation on him, and he is delivering every single time. The kid in his first Grand Prix final won a bronze medal. His final score was 263.49.
That's good. Actually, really good. And he's only like 17, right? But he's the one that we said a few videos.
Yeah, because in Korea,
how
in
good
the
he
Olympics,
is.
he was 16. So yeah, he's got to be
Yeah,
17.
and like we were talking about how good he was anyway. Like
Yeah.
he is the guy that's going to be something to watch in the next future. I
for
just
sure.
don't like when you ever compare anyone to my Hanu, so I'm just saying.
So between Shoma and Nathan, it was we pretty much knew it would be a showdown between them,
Yeah.
and it was. They both were not clean. It kind of let me down a little bit because again, the men couldn't skate clean for their lives.
Yeah, but if Hanu was there, that would have been an awesome one. Chen versus Hanu.
Hanyu would have mopped the floor with him. Nathan did get 282, which is
No,
not
that
a
is
bad
high
score.
in the men's
That's
right
not
now.
a bad score.
That's high
It's
in
a
the
very
men's.
good score, but he wasn't clean though.
Mm.
And Shoma Uno, he definitely wasn't clean. He 275 again, a pretty respectable score, but he definitely messed up some of his jumps, and he did get an under rotation and all that stuff.
That happens to Shoma so much.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Nathan deserved to win, and Nathan's improved a
I
lot.
love Nathan's choreography. Shaylin Bourne did his choreography for that program, and
Canadian?
it's so good. I think he's next to Hanyu. I think he's got the best choreography in skating right now. I'm not even kidding. So the Grand Prix final winner, I don't know if you would call this a surprise or not. I think a lot of people thought it could happen. I don't know if they...
Well, we did. We called it.
I don't know
A couple of videos back.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Yeah.
Sorry, but Zigatova is not going to win when this girl, because her technical.
Yeah.
But not only just the technical, you guys, this girl can skate too, so she actually does have the full package.
Rika Kihira keeps her
yeah.
ground in the PCS. She does not lose off PCS.
No. And that's the thing, it's like, if you don't have the up game of the technical with her, you're screwed, because...
But Kihira did win because of her triple axels, hands down. That's the only
Sure.
reason why she won.
You know, last year, you guys all know, it was, you know, the whole competition versus Medvedeva, and I was on Medvedeva's side, and, you know, I still love my meds, and, but, see, because for me, Zigatova, I didn't like that program last year. I didn't think that she deserved to be in the mark category for PCS with Medvedeva, because I just didn't think, like, the truth of the matter is that's why they knocked out the whole jumps and everything in the back. Like, she just backlogged everything, and I just felt like that whole program was flat. It wasn't Olympic worthy. It wasn't winning. Let me tell you something. This year, here's where me and him are differing. I'm really a fan of her right now. I really like what I see out of her. I'm really proud of her. I love her program. I think it's awesome. I love her jumping. She has made me a fan. Like, she's made me somebody that I'm really like to go see. I look forward to her when she steps on the ice. And for me, she has. I think she's gonna have a triple axel. I think she has the power to do it, and I think she's gonna come in with it.
This year?
No, but like next year or something like that, she's gonna work on it.
She's gonna have to.
But she has that power to do so, and
she has definitely improved her skating over last year.
She even looks. We were saying she looks like a senior now. She's grew 4 inches over the off season.
Yeah. You can just tell the way she carries her body, the way she moves on the ice is so much more sophisticated than it was last year. But my problem was with her music choice and her free skate this year to Carmen. I've been saying it all year, and I'll say it again. I think it's too big for her. I don't think she emotes what Carmen deserves to emote as emotion-wise. I would say power-wise, but she isn't a big enough skater to fill that music. I don't
see how you say that. I don't like. She is though.
But I don't see the expression. I don't see the.
I've seen it.
I don't see the pull you in face and grab like. I just don't get sucked into her Carmen, and I always think of the past great skaters who have done Carmen, and whether it's Tessa Virtue and Scott Moyer's Carmen was.
But I feel like
so
you can't
good.
Compare ice dance.
It's hard to compare because there's two people,
ladies, because there's complete different components in that whole entire program.
But you still can emote the same emotion between Tessa and Zagitova. Zagitova could learn some lessons from her with that. Katarina Witt, Debbie Thomas, they all have very, very famous programs.
I don't know. I defer on you on that, and I think everyone knows about me not pulling bias and how much of a fan I was of Medvedev or Zagitova. I see great lengths of that free program, and I think it's very good. I don't see issues with it. I don't understand what you don't see or what you're not liking it. Like, what's so... I don't know. So do you not think she deserves her PCS scores for that then? Because that has to weigh in on that. Because she's pulling in as high as you can get in the women's field.
Definitely think she's overmarked in certain areas of her PCS. I feel like she has overmarked in the interpretation. I don't think she should be getting 9.5s on interpretation.
So do you like Kiara's program way better? Do you think she's a better skater than Zagitova?
I think she has better suited music for her.
Actually, okay, that's true. Actually, when you say that, that makes more sense. Because that's true. We don't know what Kiara could do with a different program. It suits her in this program this year.
Bronze medalist, Taktimasheva. Honestly, I know you're not a huge fan of her. I say good for her. She has come back with a vengeance this season. She's done probably everything she can do under her training regimen. I still wish...
Her long program sucks. I don't care. That's not even being rude. It sucks. That is no better than me going out to my local community rink and watching a figure skate. She just jumps. Well, she does her 4 jumps all in the beginning, gets a lot of them out of the way, and then goes through. The only good part of that free program, you guys, I'm serious, is when that like music picks up at the end, like the last.
She goes down and
the last 30 seconds is the only good part that makes me be happy, and it's probably because it's finishing. Do not tell me that program is figure skating program that is like Olympic worthy, it's 3rd place worthy, it's near the tops, and like that's like, okay, so say you have kind of promotional video and she's like your face, she's one of your faces in figure skating, she's your top 3rd. You're gonna tell me you're gonna put that program out there and say that's one of the tops in figure skating? Are you? No.
Listen. No. She's getting the scores because she has the triple axel.
Technical, I said fine.
Yes, but that's...
Program-wise, 66 is still overmarked. Sorry, that's the truth. There's no freaking way. She does nothing.
Okay.
She does nothing to the beat of her music the whole entire time, till the last 20 seconds. Just saying, listen, you guys, that's...
I'm not disagreeing with you. She goes into her
And
jumps,
I'm not disagreeing with her technical.
She'll go into her jumps with her, like, limp hands and just, like, casually, like, whoop.
But that's
and
not
then
my
she,
problem
like,
with
she
her.
just does, like,
yeah, that's my
like,
problem. That's all she does
and,
skating. I'm like, how can you even give that 66? That deserves lower. I'm sorry. You deserve to be knocked down big time because your figure skating part is not good enough. Not your technical, your figure skating. As a figure skater, meaning your skating technique, it's not up to par. It's not good enough, and it doesn't do anything for anyone. It doesn't entice me. That would not make me a fan. That would not make me want to figure skate. I'd be like, oh, this looks like so easy. She makes it look like figure skating so easy. It's so local community. It's like me watching you. Like, oh, it's not pro.
Your case. So let's move on to, I just have a few things to say about pairs and ice dance.
I gotta go.
He's not the best on pairs and ice dance. That's not his forte, but I did watch it.
I gotta stretch.
So, pairs, the French team won. I'm super happy for them. I was a little bit worried after the show program because Vanessa James Morgan Press won the Grand Prix final. I was so happy for them. They are just they've struggled through the short program this year, actually, quite often. Their long is bank, and it was bank again. They did so good. They just pull you in. I had every hair on my body was standing after that long program. It was so good. And their music, that is literally the perfect music for them. They're such a powerful team. Very unconventional versus like Tarasova and Morozov, where they have like the gorgeous lines, the perfect everything. The French team are very like in your face, powerful. Take that. Look at us.
And like their colors, like the blue, red, and white of their flag is awesome.
Oh my god.
That's all I have because I don't know.
So the Russian team, Tarasov and Morozov, again. I feel like a robot on repeat saying this video after video with them in it, but their short program...
Well, make it short then, because we don't want to hear the same old spiel.
Their short program I don't understand with their James Brown music. I don't feel anything to their music whatsoever. It's such a great song to skate to, and they do nothing with it. It's like...
It's like the Russian lady
they're just playing the wrong music, and they're just skating their program. I feel good, da-na-na-na-na-na. I know that I would, da-na-na-na-na-na. And they the only thing that they can do to their music is one hand in the air together while they're doing back cross cuts and down.
Oh man, that's it. Disco.
Up, down. That's the only thing they do in the program.
Let's do it together. Let's show them. It's like this. Wait, that wasn't time.
That was
1,
pretty good.
2, 3. Wait, why am I snapping down?
We're as good as them.
How do you do it? I was going like this. Is that wrong?
I don't know.
Oh, they're actually not doing a disco thing? No. They're just going like this?
Yes. Then, they have this gorgeous a triple twist. They have all these beautiful elements, beautiful skating, and nothing to do with the music. I don't comprehend what they think they're accomplishing with this. It's been a subdued reaction. They could skate the cleanest short program in the world, and the audience at the end...
Well, as I say, do the people love it or no?
No! The audience at the end is still going to be like... Meanwhile...
We love it!
Anyways, and then it's polar opposite in their free skate, Tarasov and Morozov. Absolutely gorgeous music. It suits them, and this is what they should be skating to in the short program.
That's why they won.
I mean,
simple as that.
They did make their own mistakes. They had too many mistakes to climb up the standings. So Tarasov and Morozov did win bronze.
Do you guys want a chocolate? Because I'm getting bored. Here you go.
The Chinese team did get second, and the French team first. The Chinese team, good on them. They were leaders after the short program. They dropped to second in the free skate. to claim the silver medal. I didn't believe them in the free skate. It was very.
Right.
I could see you do that.
So what? Like, but why
Hey,
didn't you
eat.
love?
So I just didn't believe their emotions in the free skate. It was such lighthearted, fun music to skate to, and their faces were going to it, but like I didn't believe them, and I think that PCS really held them back.
Love is love, right?
They have really good elements. They had a super clean program, but one thing I don't understand what they did. They opened up with a side-by-side double Salchow instead of triple Salchow.
That's
and
unbelievable.
it was clearly they clearly meant to do it, and honestly, that was the difference of the skate versus I guess a few PCS points, but that essentially is the reason why they lost the gold medal, is because they decided to do side-by-side doubles instead of side-by-side triples. But then they put side-by-side triples later in the program and they hit them like that. So I don't know if it was a confidence issue with that type of jump, or if that was something that was hurt on their body, or...
Oh, my back is so sore on my shoulders.
Oh, God.
Can you fix my shoulder problems?
Zabiako and Enbert were fourth, honestly. Is he for real doing that right now?
I'm just.
Where
kidding.
did the whole tray go? You put the whole tray
Were
in
you
there?
hungry?
I think Jersey was hungry.
Baby, what did you do with all the chocolate?
Shut up.
Yeah.
I'll review the video later.
Well, you better review it because I don't know. Somebody is taking our shit.
Oh my god. Only thing I'll say about the ice dance, I'm not going to get too involved in it. Hubble and Donahue, I think, deserved to win overall with the event. They were very good. They got 205.35,
Right.
super, super good score.
That's amazing.
Sinisina and Katsalapov of Russia were second with 201.37, and the Italians, super pumped for them, super proud of them. Charlene Guinard and Marco Fabri have been in the shadows of what's her name?
Oh, the
I'm like,
Italians.
yeah.
Capitoli.
Thank you, Capolini. And
Oh my god, I got that right. I said Capitoli. I was
Well,
wrong. But
it's
I
not
mean,
right,
you knew,
but-
you fed off my energy of that name because you knew that name.
Capolini.
Hey guys!
Anna Capolini and Luca Lanotte have been the Italian ice dancers for like God knows how long.
I'm crazy.
And they're not here this year. They've retired. So Marco Fabri and Charlene Guinard have taken
When you
their
said
place.
Marco, I was just about to go polo.
my
Is
God.
I know I'm freaking 7 right now.
I honestly think they got shortchanged a little bit, you guys. I really think that Guinard and Fabri, in all honesty, please tell me if I'm like smoking something. But, I really think Charlene Guinard and Marco Fabri should have won the free skate. I'm not even lying. I thought their
Why?
program was so good. They were so lighthearted. It was so...
Where did
Okay, fat.
that was a mistake. What did you throw that at? I think you threw that at
I
me.
will throw it at you.
Oh my god, did you steal all those? My gosh.
Okay, anyways.
I
Holy...
went Halloween apples.
I went
Wait.
to Halloween apples.
What's that called again?
Trick or treat? I went to Halloween. So hard to talk about this when he
I
is
know
like
because I'm
ADHD.
bored. I just want to make everyone
I'm
laugh.
almost done. Like, chill. Just
Energy.
pumping the Italians here. I'm officially on their train. I thought their La La Land free skate was just awesome.
To die for.
Their Twizzles. Did you guys see their Twizzles? Their opening Twizzles. I was like, what's happening here? They did this Twizzle and then they stopped, came together, like did some turns, and then they like continued to do them after. And I thought, I was like, oh, that's weird. They started with a Twizzle and they just kept on going. But it was actually part of the whole sequence. So it was really, really interesting. I've never seen that before. There's a link to that in our YouTube heading, like on the top of our YouTube.
Oh
home.
wow, that was really good
Thank
constructive sentence.
Thank
no,
you.
I can't do it.
Thank you. Take 72.
No, we're good. That's fine. So anyways, no wait, no, not anyways. Kidding. So thank you guys. Love you. See ya. And